Hello, welcome back to my channel. We will cover chapter 1. In this chapter, I have divided in 4 parts. So in first part, we will retrieve the data using select function. Then we will subset the data by applying filter on the query. You can use where. Uh, in case expression, we will use like case how we can use that function for our data set, then we will deal with null values. So in every data set from real world, uh, we will find the null values and we have to deal with that. So we will learn that as well. So this is all topics we will cover in this chapter. Okay, let's move to the part 1, how to retrieve the data. So before retrieving columns and rows, we should have table or data set loading on our SQL Server. I am using SQL Server Management Studio 22. This is the latest version. And here there are two ways. So first, if you want to create table, then you can use a create table function. Then you can insert all the values like this one. But if you have already Excel file or CSV file, I will show you how you can load that data set. So let's suppose that this is my database from the SQL Server. And if you go to the task, you will find import flat file or import data. So I'm going to import flat file. Okay, now I will click next, then browse your file if you have. So let's say that I have stock data. I will open that and then next. Okay, so you can see this data set. So let's click on next. So here, if you want to set primary key, if you want to allow the null values, if you have that, so I'm clicking on this one. And I will say here, I can't see any primary key, so click next and finish. And you can see that here it successfully loaded our data set into SQL Server. Okay, but this is the way you can load your data set. So in this chapter, we need a table for employees. So I have already created the table and I will provide my GitHub directory so you can find all queries there. So you have to just pull up my repository and you can download this file. So you don't need to write down everything. So we will cover in summary what we have in this table. So in employee table, we have employee ID, first name, last name, job title, manager ID, hire date, salary, bonus, and department ID. So we have sample data. So this is like real world data where we have numerical values as well. We have characteristic and date as well. We have some null values as well. So let's learn how we can, after like creating table, we need to retrieve this data, how we can show this data. We have already loaded or created our data set. So for showing our all rows and columns, we need to use asterisk. So use a select statement, then use asterisk, then from employees. So select everything from employee table. So let's run this one. Let's execute and see. So I have already loaded this query. So, okay, now I'm going to run this query. Okay, you can see that I have successfully executed this query and what we have here. So we have employee ID, first name, last name, job title, manager ID, hire date, salary, bonus, and department. We have 15 rows. So we have 15 employees data here. We have some null values you can see here, highlighted cells. So this is the way you can retrieve the data. Okay, in part 2, we have topic called subset data. What it means. So we will apply a filter. So you can see here we have this one is the original table which we have created, and in this table let's suppose that we want employees from department ID 20. So we have to filter data so we can see only those employees who are working in department ID 20. So what we can do? So we all know to select all rows and column. We have this one, but we want only employees from department 20. So we should apply where clause. So where clause is used to filter data. So where department ID equal to 20, that means that we want all rows and columns where employees are from department 20. So let's run and check if it's working. So execute the query. So now you can see that we have 5 employees in our table who are working in department 20. Okay, so that is thing. What if we want to apply more than one condition? So in this example, we have applied only one condition. Let's say that we want if we want like department ID is 10, or let's say we have bonus which is not null, or we have department ID 20 and salary is less than or equal to 2000. So what it mean? So select all rows and columns from employees where if the department ID is 10, if we have 10 number, we can accept those employees. If employees bonus is not null, we can also accept those employee. And in third condition, if department ID is 20 and if the salary is less than 2000, less than or equal to 2000, then we can accept to our this table. So let's run and see. Okay, so we have 12 employees who are following this requirement. Or so here you can see that the department, we can see the department 10, we have, then we have the 20 as well, we have 30. So that means that the 30 department, the employees from 30 department ID is fulfilling one of these condition. So let's see, their salary is greater than 2000. Okay, their bonus is not null. That's why this employee is in this list. So this is a scenario. Like we want to find employees whose department ID is 10 or bonus is not null, means that they are getting the bonus, or whose department ID is 20 and the salary is less than 2000. Okay, so this is slightly advanced level query for filtering the data. We have used where, but we have used or and and. And mean that these both must be fulfilled. Or means that you can have this or you can have this one. Let's say you have pencil and pen. So if I say pick up pen or pencil, then you can pick up pen or pencil. You can pick any one. But if I say that pick pencil and pen, then you have to pick both one. Okay, so this is the case where you can apply or and clause. So this is very simple. To use more than one condition, you have to use or and. Now, the most important uh, expression is a case expression, how you can use. So before that, I want to show something. So let's see that here we have the employee ID, department ID, and salary. Okay, so we have 15 observations. We want to rename the column called salary. So here you can see we have the salary, and I want to rename the column as SAL cell in short form. And for hire date, I want to rename as HT, the short form of hire date. Let's run and see the output. So you can see we have the salary and we have our rename the salary column and hire date column. So this is the way you can rename the columns. So you should use as anything afterwards you use its so this is your original column name and you want to use this column name as the new name. It's so we have renamed the column. So now you want to, let's say you want to concate the two columns. So we want like this employee works as a data analyst or this employee work as HR and you want to combine in a statement. So how you can do? So you can use a concat. So concat then in the parentheses in so this one has the three expression. So in the first one, you must have the column. And here I have used the word and third is job title. You can add another as well if you want. So let's say I want to add full stop. Okay, perfect. So you can add as much you want. So, and then if I run this, let's see. Okay, you can see here, Lucas works as a data analyst, Sophia works as a senior analyst, and here you can see only 5 rows because I have applied the condition that I want to concate only first name and their job title where the department ID is 20. So we want for those employees who are from department ID 20. So there are 5 employees. And then let's use a case. So how we can use a case. So let me first reload our whole data set here. Okay, So here we have the salary, and we want to create one more column here. If the salary, we want to add a column that is a salary underpaid or overpaid or it's fine. So I have created condition. So if it's less than 60,000, then I would say it's underpaid. If it's more than 80,000, then I would say it's overpaid. Else, I would say okay. So if it's less than 6,000, then it's underpaid. Between 6,000 and 8, sorry, 60,000 and 80,000, it will be okay. And if it is more than 80,000, then I will say those employees are overpaid. And you can use as a, so first select the column, whatever number of column you want to select. If you don't want to select, that's fine. You can just start with the case as well. So select, then case. When the salary is less than or equal to 60,000, then returns underpaid. When salary is greater than or equal 80,000, then return overpaid, else okay, and then end as a status. So here you end as a status. So as a status means that we have renamed the column. So if you don't rename here, so let me show you what will happen here. So if I don't rename it, here you can see here no column name. And here you can see if this one, the $86,000. So Mitchell salary is 86,000, and based on our scenario, if it is greater than 80,000, then it's overpaid. So here you can see it's the Mitchell is overpaid. Emma, Emma is Emma's salary is 49,000, and based on the condition, it's underpaid. And here it's okay. So okay means it's between 60,000 and 80,000. So this is the case. We have created the case. And let's name this column as a status. So I have written as status. So in Excel, we used to use if or if else. If the salary is less than 60,000, then underpaid. If else salary is greater than or equal 80,000, then overpaid. Else okay. But in SQL, you have to use first case, then user when then else, and you have to complete your case by end. In the last part, we will do dealing with null values. So I will show you how you can deal with null values. So firstly, we have to find that how many null values we have in the data set. So first, let's load the whole data set. So I want to see in which column we have null. So we have null in manager ID, we have null in bonus. So we can't do anything for manager ID because manager ID is unique number. We can't replace with 0 because we don't know. And for bonus, we can replace with 0. So that means that those employee who have null values, they haven't received the bonus. So what we can do here is, let's see, I want to see all employees where the bonus column is null. So let's execute that. So we can see that the 5 employee has null values for bonus column. That means that those 5 employees probably did not get the bonus. So what we can do, I want to replace with 0. So first, as we have used case expression in previous part, we can use again that. So select case when bonus is not null, then bonus. So whenever we don't have null values under bonus column, then we will get as a number, like the bonus number. So let's say that somebody earns $4,000 as a bonus, then using this query in this statement, we will get the 4,000 as it is. But if we have the null values, then we will get 0. So as 0, if it's not null, then give that particular value. But if it's null, then just give it 0. So let's run. Then we have ended and from the employees table. I have executed, and you can see that we have replaced null with 0. So we don't have null values anymore. We can rename this column. So let's add as a bonus. And if I re-execute, then you can see I have bonus column. Now you can use the alternative function as well. It's called calls. So you can use this function. So you must enter two expression under parentheses. So first should be the column, and you will replace with the null. Okay, so let's run. So this is a function to replace our null values. Okay. Oh, I have to change the table name. So here, employees, and if I run it, okay, you can see we can replace the null value with 0 using the simple function called say. So let's me rename this as well. So if I run both one, you will find a similar examples. So here you can see in both one we get 0. We don't have any null values now. So you can replace with that. Okay, so we have covered the how to retrieve the data. Then we have subset the data. We have used a case expression, and then we deal with the null values. So this is all about the chapter 1, and see you in next video.